1, 2, 1, 2. Hello. Do I look like Lord Farquaad or do I look like a mushroom? Hello, everybody. We are doing a pick a card today, you guys, on love predictions for the couples, but I'm going to go ahead and add the singles in there because, to be honest, like, the single girlies and the single boys, they need love too. So, like, we are including everybody today, but I will be giving different scenarios for, like, if you're in a relationship or if you're in a situationship. Like, we're going to be covering it all. So, I'm really excited to, like, dive into the juice, to dive into the tea. So, without further ado, you guys. Oh, wait. If you don't like me, this isn't for you, basically. This is not for you. I don't want to connect to your energy. You shouldn't connect to my energy. Oh, you are dismissed, ma'am. With that, we will go ahead and insert eclipse vials right now. All right, you guys, so these are the 4 vials. We got group number 1 with the clear quartz, group number 2 with the bumblebee jasper, group number 3 with another piece of clear quartz, and group number 4 with the wax seal, the pyramid wax seal. If you guys want a moment to meditate on which pile's calling your name, you can pause today's video and do that now. And if you want to pick more than one pile, you guys are welcome to do so. Alright, so you guys have not picked your pile. Please go ahead and check out my description box downstairs where I left every timestamps for when your reading will start. And with that, you guys, let's just go and jump in today's pick a card. So, group number 1. I'm going to start off with the rolls. We got Gemini and we have Leo. Gemini and Leo. Okay, hello Gemini, hello Leo. Favorite fire sign, favorite air sign. Howdy do. Okay, hope you guys are doing well. And then we have Leo and Cancer. Okay, so hello Leo, hello Cancer. Cancer, Leo, hello. So we have the 7 of Wands, you guys. Now the 7 of Wands indicates some type of like jealousy. You see all these little fire sticks down here. These fire sticks are coming at this man sideways, okay? They are coming at him. They are like, excuse me, sir, you don't deserve that dragon, okay? You don't deserve that armor or that freaking shield. You don't deserve what you have, man, sir, okay? And they're coming at him. They're like, no, we want what you have. We're trying to take that dragon because our sticks need to be lit too. So he's like, no, this is my dragon. We have spent many years together. We have bonded. All right, I deserve this dragon. Basically, jealousy. All right, these townspeople are jealous of this man's dragon. So someone, if you are in a relationship, there may be jealousy within the relationship, which I'm someone where I personally do feel like jealousy can be healthy to a certain degree. Now, there is toxic jealousy and there's like, you know, relatively acceptable jealousy if both parties are accepting of that energy, right? Now, the thing with this though is it could be that there's jealousy in the relationship, or it could be that somebody is jealous of your guys' relationship. So I don't know if this is like a friend or your mom or your sister or your coworkers being a little shady, being a little shisty and kind of throwing shade towards your relationship because they are jealous. This is a possibility for those of you who are in a relationship. Or like I said, it could be like you are experiencing some jealousy with your partner, or your partner is experiencing some jealousy with you. Vice versa, flip it around, turn it around, however you want it. Now, if you are single, all right, if you are a single guy or a single gal, basically, same thing, jealousy. So people may be jealous that you are single. Maybe you're going out and you are enjoying yourself in the adult manner. Maybe you're going out and you're exercising with other people, and perhaps you have friends who have been in long-term relationships where they're jealous that you're doing that. So they're like, oh my God, girl, stop being out here exercising with people, right? So whatever it is, you guys, there is jealousy surrounding your love life. Whether you're single, whether you're in a relationship, somebody around you is jealous, or you are exhibiting jealous energy, or your partner is exhibiting jealous energy. Next card we have here is the World, babe. Now, the World talks about wrapping things up, wrapping cycles up, wrapping chapters up. We're saying, good night. Okay, this chapter is closing. So I don't know what's ending in your love life. Obviously, if you're single, this could mean someone's coming in and they're kind of getting you excited. They're sparking your interest. Perhaps they are inspiring you or making you feel like, oh, I could actually get in a relationship with this person. So romantic feelings being fluttered if you are single, or perhaps actually getting into an entire relationship. If you guys have been out dating and like, you know, spreading your wild oats, perhaps you guys are going to pull back a little bit and be like, nah, I'm going to focus on this or that. Like, I'm done focusing on dating. So again, it could go either way. Whether you are like, if you're single, it could go either way. It could be I'm getting into a relationship or I'm pulling back from dating. Things are changing though. Chapters are ending. If you're in a relationship, this doesn't have to be a negative thing, you guys. It could be a rather positive thing, specifically if you're like there's negative things in your relationship that you want to change. It could be that we are making changes within the relationship that are going to help improve the relationship. Now, obviously, for some of you, this could indicate a chapter ending or a relationship ending. So I do want you to keep that in mind. However, this does feel a little bit more lighthearted, so I don't want to say definitively that this is like boom, the end of a relationship, but it is chapters wrapping up. So, and then we got this meditation card here where we are sitting and contemplating on something, okay? So when this card comes up, you guys, this is an offer coming in. Someone's saying, how do you do? Howdy day, do you want this cupcake? And you're like, I don't know. Right? So obviously if you're single, this is somebody asking you on a date and being like, would you like to go out with me? Or perhaps someone being like, I really like you, let's get into a relationship, or etc., etc., etc. Someone is offering you something if you are single. If you're in a relationship, again, this could be an offer. Obviously, when you're in a relationship and your partner is making an offer, it can indicate an engagement, which would also make sense, you guys, with the world here, because then we are ending the chapter of our like relationship and we are headed into a higher level of commitment. And then maybe people around you are jealous because of that. But if you're in a relationship, this could also be perhaps talking about your partner coming to you and offering like to renegotiate the boundaries of your relationship or renegotiate the terms of your relationship. Does that make sense? Which again could include ending the relationship. It just depends on where you guys are at in your own personal relationships. But regardless, this is an offer coming in, someone saying, hey, let's talk about this, like let's consider doing this, and you're kind of like, I'm gonna sit on it, right? So moving on to the oracle cards, you guys, we have depth. Okay, so depth is obviously talking about going really deep with somebody. This is awareness, importance, and value. So perhaps you are realizing that there is somebody coming into your life, or there's somebody that you have been communicating with that you really care about or that is really important to you. It's also very possible that you're just getting really deep with someone. You're having really deep, important, substantial relationships that aren't just like small talk, right? They're more deep, substantial. They got some girth to them. I don't know why I want to use the word girth, but I feel like these conversations that we are having are girthy, okay? So there is that. Now, obviously, if you're in a relationship, same thing. It feels very much so that we are like opening up and we're being raw, we're being honest, and we're having conversations that may not be like easy to have, but we're having conversations that we need to have. Ooh. All right, don't get spooked. This is not for all of you, okay? Don't get spooked. Don't run away. This is not for all of you. But we have family here, okay? And this is fertility, parenthood, and pregnancy, okay? So some of you may, you know what I'm saying? You may be getting a baby in there in your uterus. Your uterus may become full. So possibilities here. Now, obviously, if you're not into that, you don't need to, you can deny that. Say, nope, we are not doing that, okay? So basically, this is talking about creativity, you guys, if it's not talking about quite literally having a baby or getting pregnant. So this could be indicating that perhaps we are getting creative with how it is that we are dating, or we are getting creative within our relationship to change, again, the terms or the boundaries of the relationship, because fertility, oftentimes, this says family, but it says fertility, parenthood, and pregnancy. Fertility means like we are growing something, we are changing, things are developing, right? So it's very possible, again, that the boundaries or the terms of the relationship are being changed. All right, now we have the 7th house. All right, the 7th house, and we have the moon. All right, the moon, baby, in the 7th house. The 7th house is the house of relationships, you guys. It's the house of serious relationships, soulmates, marriage, things like that. The moon is all about emotions. This is connected to Cancer energy. Because this is an astrology deck, you guys, it is connected to Cancer and not Pisces. When we're doing tarot, it is, I'm not going to explain this. The point is, this is Cancer energy right here, okay? Which Cancer showed up earlier. It says satisfy emotional needs, nurture self and others. And then the 7th house says profound relationships, intimacy, and romantic partners. So again, for me, whenever the moon shows up, it signifies a deep emotional connection. So if you're single and you have not experienced a deep emotional connection recently, or you have been kind of just being more in a mood to exercise with other people, right? Perhaps you guys are going to meet someone who sparks your emotional depth. Obviously, if you're in a relationship, I'm going to assume your emotional depth has already been sparked. So it could be, again, that you guys are ascending to a different level of emotional depth because we do have this depth card and the moon card here. There's definitely changes happening, you guys, in your love life. And they feel, if I'm being honest, like for the majority of you watching this, it feels really positive. For some of you, it does feel like it may be a little bit like there may be a little bit of friction. But I feel like for most of you, it's really positive. We're just going really deep and having conversations that might not necessarily be comfortable. And offers are coming in that we kind of want to sit on and think about and really consider before we just say yes. So, okay, we have will be texting you. So obviously, I think this is more for the people who are single. This person will be texting you. You may, again, get into a situation where you're talking to someone often and you guys start texting and flirting, and next thing you know, you're looking down at your phone and you're smiling like an idiot and you're like, I kind of have a crush, exciting. If you are in a relationship, this could be talking about your guys' communication advancing, your guys' communication becoming more frequent, or perhaps, again, having better communication. So there's that. We have stay the course. All right, so I feel like this is indicating for a lot of you that, like, your love life is on the right path, like you're on the right course. I don't feel like you guys are in a place where it's like, oh, have I missed my soulmate? Or did I mess up with this? Did I mess up with that? Like, I feel like this is saying like you are exactly where you are meant to be. Stay on the course, even if the things don't make 100% sense right now. Also, with this stay on course card, you guys, I do feel like for some of you, I feel like the stay on course card is kind of saying like maybe consider this offer a little bit more seriously. We have new love, and it says, the very first moment I beheld him, my heart was irrevocably gone. Oh, we got crushes going on, you guys. We have love. We have new love happening, you guys. I'm so excited. Obviously, I do feel like this is more so for the single people out there. New love, the first time holding someone. For me, this kind of reminds me of like that first kiss where like the fireworks happen, or like, you guys know when you kiss someone, and I feel like oftentimes when you have a first kiss with someone, it's a little bit awkward because you don't know them, you don't know their lips, you don't know their kissing style. So sometimes it can be a little bit awkward, but if there's good chemistry with somebody and you have like that first kiss and there's like, girl, you guys know what I'm talking about, right? Where it's just like, I actually don't want to stop. Like, we can just stay here for a minute and continue. That's kind of what this card is giving me. So if you're single, I do feel like there is new love coming in for you guys. We have the 7th house, we have the moon, we have all these signs that would indicate if you are single, it's very possible that you guys are about to meet somebody that gets you very excited. If you're in a relationship, I feel like this is a deepening of the relationship, okay? The next card we have here is reflect, and it says, we attract soulmates based on the lessons we need for growth. Is this hindering or supporting you? So this is a very important card, you guys. I want all of you right now to ask, like, is the relationship that I have with my partner, is it hindering me or is it supporting me? Is this helping me with my growth, or do I feel like I'm stuck and stagnant? Do I feel like I am, like, if you're unhappy, you guys, obviously, I feel like this reading would be talking about you guys having deep conversations and considering ending the chapter. Some of you may have children with this person. Some of you may have been with this person for a really long time. So ending that chapter may be difficult. Most of you watching this, I feel like you are in a happy relationship or you are single, but there are some people here, you guys, where you're not in a happy relationship, like you don't feel satisfied. And there's also cards here that would indicate that there is a need to be more raw and go deeper with your emotions and talk about that with your partner, and perhaps consider closing out this chapter, because especially if it's not serving you anymore or if you feel like it's hindering you, you guys, okay? Now, for most of you, I do feel like you're in a happy relationship, and this feels like a deepening of that relationship because we are going deeper, we are being more vulnerable with each other. And for those of you who are single, I 100% feel like there's somebody coming in who's like super exciting, and like you're going to be really flustered and excited and like, you know. So, all right. The last card I have here, you guys, it says, a love that emanates from the beloved's heart is light that stems from the mind of God/goddess. Through each other, we become one. Give thanks for the endless blessings that is you. Okay. So this is talking about love emanating. My beloved's heart is light. Okay, so it's talking about how pure this love is. It's also talking about giving thanks for the blessing that is you. So obviously, if we are giving thanks for blessings in love, I do feel like that is a positive indicator that we are on the right track, that our love life is becoming more developed. I don't know. And maybe that's what that family card is talking about, you guys, because everything starts out as a seed, right? Everything. Like, going to school starts out at a seed. You know, you're a freshman, and then you're this, and then you're that, and then, you know, you get your associates, and then you get your master's, and then you get blah, 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 you know what I'm saying? Like, everything starts out as a seed, even relationships. So perhaps we are really just growing a relationship into a deeper level. And again, for those of you who are single, my ears are ringing. For those of you who are single, I really do feel like you are going to be meeting somebody, or you're going to be making something more official with somebody, because this feels like the next step. This feels like the next chapter. Like, we are going forward, right? So that's what I have with the cards, you guys. Now, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead, you guys, and quickly roll some dice. Okay, you guys. So, these are the letters. I'm trying to stay so still so nothing falls. These are all the letters that popped out for you guys. Go and see if you can find your name, your initials. If there's a person involved here, like your partner or someone you're talking to, their name, their initials, nicknames, or words that may be significant for you guys. Also, maybe look at colors, you guys. I do think I see red here, which red always signifies passion for me. Overall, for the singles, I do feel like there is somebody coming in who, at the very least, is going to be sparking your interest, getting you excited, getting those romantic feelings going. New love, right? Possibly new love. I don't feel like it's 100% like we are gonna fall in love, but like someone who's stirring our romantic feelings. If you're in a relationship, you guys, I think it's very important to focus on this card and reflect. Is this person hindering me, or are they supporting me? If you feel supported, I do feel like this is talking about a deepening of the relationship, and you guys wrapping up this chapter of perhaps things being a little bit more reserved or not as serious, and you guys ascending to a new level of like deepness with each other. If you feel like this person is hindering you guys, I do feel like it may be time for you to sit and reflect upon yourself and ask yourself if this is the person that you really want to be with. Because if you're unhappy, or if this person's hindering you, I would like to encourage you to walk away. But that's 100% on you. But regardless, there feels like there are chapters ending and things moving forward and going a little bit deeper with the person that we are with, okay? That's what I got for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you. I love you. And I'll talk to you really soon. Okay, bye. Hello, group number 2. Aquarius and Libra. Okay, so hello, Aquarius. Hello, Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, 7th house, Juno. Sagittarius and Gemini. Okay, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, 7th house, Juno. My Juno is in Sagittarius, which sucks. So I hope you don't have that placement, because that is not a great placement. Anyways, we have Gemini here, okay? Because the first card that popped out for you guys is the Lovers, and it's so weird to me, you guys, whenever the Lovers pops out as the first card, because oftentimes I feel like this is like, how do we go down from here, right? Like, how do we have a digression? How do we have a decline from this, right? So the Lovers is obviously talking about two people coming together and loving each other. Like, lover and lovers. Because this is a love reading, you guys, I do want you to take this rather literal. If you're in a relationship, this could just be signifying the health of your relationship. This could be signifying perhaps where it is you're wanting this relationship to go. Perhaps you have hopes of this person being your soulmate or being your future wife or husband. If you are single, you guys, it is very possible that you and somebody that you are going to be romantically involved with are coming closer together. I don't feel confident saying that you guys are going to be together, but this could indicate that something on the horizon is going to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we are moving closer, okay? So, yeah. That's what I'm getting with that. Also, all the roses around them, you guys, reminds me of like love and vitality. So I do feel like if you guys do meet a romantic partner, or if you guys meet someone new and you're feeling like, ooh, this could turn into a relationship, I feel like it's going to be a viable connection, right? We're going to be able to grow from this connection. We're going to be able to have something, some type of abundance or some type of like come from this connection. Does that make sense? The next card we have here is the Page of Pentacles, you guys. The Page of Pentacles signifies leveling up. So if you're in a relationship, obviously I feel like this is perhaps talking about you feeling like your partner is a level up from perhaps previous partners. It's also possible that maybe you guys are like moving in together. Maybe you guys are getting a puppy together or a kitten together or a bird or a bunny. Maybe you guys are meeting each other's parents, meeting each other's friends. Maybe you guys are buying something rather large together, getting engaged, getting married. Obviously that's not for all of you. You know where you are at in your relationship, but this is signifying a leveling up. Okay. If you're single, it could be that perhaps you guys are starting to date people who treat you the way that you're meant to be treated, right? Maybe you are starting to date people that are within, like, I don't want to say like in your value range, but like someone who meets your standards, right? Or people that meet your standards. As soon as you guys, here's the thing, let me just, okay. As soon as you start valuing yourself and you go on a date, you start to realize that you attract people who are meeting your standards. Like you have to first meet your own standards. You have to first value yourself, you guys. And as soon as you start doing that, I swear to gosh, all the dusties just be like gone. And you're like, where did all the dusties go? Like I was dating dusties for years and now there's not one in sight. Like I can't see not one, right? So it's possible, you guys, that you are perhaps leveling up your standards, or perhaps you are going on dates with people who are now meeting your standards, right? We have the King of Cups, who, you know, as a water heavy person, this card, this man is one of my favorite kings, okay? The King of Cups is somebody who's very emotionally intelligent, you guys. And because he is a man, in this depiction, obviously, like this energy is masculine energy. Because he is a man, you guys, this signifies somebody who may be a little bit older, you know, because as we know, a lot of men take a little bit longer than women to emotionally mature. And that's not to say that like every single man doesn't emotionally mature for years and years and years. I have met young men who are very emotionally mature, but I've also met old men who are like not, right? So it just depends. But regardless, you guys, sometimes this can indicate this person may be a little bit older. Someone who's emotionally mature, though, someone who knows how to, they know how to respond to things right? They don't get too over dramatic or too over emotional, but they also are like, oh, I haven't cried in 10 years. This person has cried within the past 10 years for sure, okay? For sure. This person is somebody where they're not afraid of their emotions. They don't look at their emotions as something to be shameful of. So I love this, okay? I love a man that can cry. That is like, okay. So emotions are happening here. This could signify you, but for most of you, I do feel like this signifies perhaps your partner, or perhaps it signifies somebody that you are going to be meeting, which also makes sense if you guys have dated people, if you're single and you have dated people in the past who are emotionally inept, like they weren't good with their emotions. It's very possible that you guys are leveling up in the fact, or in the arena of like someone who is emotionally mature and emotionally like ready for a relationship. So I love that. We have the Nine of Swords. So if you're in a relationship, it's very possible that perhaps there is some anxiety around your relationship right now. And that could be a good thing. That could also be a bad thing. It kind of just depends on you and your particular situation. If you're single, this doesn't concern me as much, because I feel like when you're dating, oftentimes you get nervous, right? You get a little bit of anxiety, or you get a little bit in your head about dating, or like, does he like me? Does he not like me? Like, how does she feel about me? You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like this is more a normal emotion if you are single. Obviously, if you're in a relationship and your relationship's fine, but there's just anxiety around perhaps moving, or perhaps, again, if you guys are like ascending your relationship to different levels, maybe there is anxiety around that. To be honest though, you guys, based on the other 3 cards that are here, I'm not too concerned with this card, but this represents anxiety within your love life, you guys, and it could be taken again as a bad thing or a good thing. It depends on you, the individual, but I'm not too concerned about this popping up. because this is a love reading, you guys, it could also indicate perhaps you and somebody else staying up late together, exercising, you know, getting on that treadmill, you guys, okay? Because it's like we have anxiety and we're staying up late, sleepless nights, which could be good, you know? The next card we have here is Foundation, and it says established family security, okay? So perhaps if you are in a relationship, you are at a point in your relationship where you feel like you guys have a nice, solid foundation. You feel like you guys are secure in your relationship. You feel safe. You feel comforted. If you are not feeling this way, group number 2, I think that perhaps this anxiety card may have more weight to it. However, for most of you, I'm feeling like you are feeling very secure, stable, and fine in your relationship. If you are single, I feel like this is an indicator that this King of Cups wants to build a strong foundation with you. He wants to build something that is going to be secure and safe and feel very much like we have a strong foundation together. So, yeah. We also have Obscurity. Okay. This is secrets, mystery, and concealing. Now, this is not always a bad thing, you guys. This definitely does have the potential to be bad. Obviously, if we're hiding things like cheating or secrets that are like dark and scary, that's not great. But, you know, sometimes people want to surprise you with something, right? Which could also be considered a secret or a mystery, or we're concealing something. So I'm not sure what it is, you guys. If you are feeling sketchy vibes from your partner, there could be something going on here. Maybe you guys are just in your head about this situation with your partner. Maybe you're feeling like they're hiding their phone a lot and you're kind of getting a little suspicious. Maybe you feel like they are just being a little sketch and you're getting a little suspicious. You feel like, should I be worried? To be honest, I don't feel like you should be worried, but if your gut is telling you to like investigate further, investigate further. For those of you who are single, it could be possible that when you are meeting this new person or when you are going on dates or when you are putting yourself out there could be an air of mystery around your love life. It could kind of seem like when someone does pop up, they're going to kind of pop up out of the blue. It's not going to be expected, right? Because this obscurity is like, ooh, it's a secret, it's a mystery, we're hiding. So yeah, there is definitely mystery around your love life, you guys, which may be why this anxiety is like popping up here. All right, the next card we have here is Spontaneous. So with this, you guys, and this obscurity, again, like I was saying, not all secrets, not all mysteries are negative, and I don't want you guys to take it like that. It could be possible if you're in a relationship that your partner is planning a surprise for you, or your partner is planning to like get you a gift or something like that, and it's going to be like spontaneous, or maybe they're planning a trip with you or something like that, right? There's some type of like spontaneous energy going around, which again could be considered a mystery or a secret, and maybe they're acting sketch and you're a little wigged out about it and you're like, you're being weird, but maybe it's a good thing, right? Now, the spontaneousness could also be talking about perhaps you guys adding a little bit of spice back into your relationship, or adding a little bit of excitement back in, right? Adding some type of surprising energy back into the relationship. If you are single, you guys, again, I am kind of feeling like you're going to be meeting somebody, or if you do meet someone, it's going to be very much out of the blue and not planned. Practice self-love, babe. Okay, so we are practicing self-love. Obviously, I feel like when you love yourself, you're able to love others better. So perhaps this card is just an indicator or just a little nudge for all of you watching this, just to love a little bit more on yourself. Buy yourself that new pair of shoes. Okay, go get your nails done. Go get yourself that nice dinner. Like, give yourself love. And I feel like when we are filling up our own cups, you guys, obviously we are able to love the people around us with more potency. So I feel like that's just a little encouragement, right? Remember to love yourself. Even if you're in a relationship, it's so important for you to love you. So, all right. Do we have Libra here again? I mentioned Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces are here. And Gemini, because Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces are here, as well as Gemini. And then those zodiac signs. We have yin or yang energy here, you guys. Aries, Gemini, Leo, Libra, Sagittarius, Aquarius. This is productivity, expression, doing, and forward motion. Okay, so we are taking steps forward. This is also, what the freak am I trying to say? This is masculine energy, you guys. Yang energy is masculine energy. So, I'm not sure if there is like a masculine presence who is like leading this reading. I'm not sure if you are the masculine presence or if they are the masculine presence, but there is some type of like, we are doing something, we are moving forward in something, we are taking action towards something. So yeah, and that could have to do with whatever the secret is or whatever the spontaneousness is. We have Libra here, okay? Libra is connected to the 7th house. This is consideration, fairness, and harmony. See, you guys, that's the thing. It's really interesting to me, all the cards that are here, because it's like, it all seems really freaking good, but then we have like this secret, and we have this anxiety, and we have this spontaneousness. And based on the other cards, you guys, I don't feel like these 3 cards are negative. You're going to have to let me know down in the comments if this situation, if this surprise, if this sketchy energy is negative. Because for some of you, it definitely can be. But I just feel like for most of you, this is like a good surprise. This is a good moving forward. This is a good, like, you know, it's a good mystery. It doesn't feel like it's negative just based on everything else that's here. Because obviously, like with Libra here, being connected to the 7th house, we have consideration, fairness, and harmony. Like, who doesn't want that in a relationship? I don't know. It feels really positive, you guys. I'm just going to be 100%. It just doesn't, I'm just not getting anything that feels too combative. It just feels like we have maybe a little bit of insecurities in the relationship, or maybe a little bit of like suspiciousness in the relationship. If you're single, I'm not necessarily sure if this is your energy. I feel like this is coming more from the people who are in a relationship. There may be some like insecurities or suspiciousness in the relationship. I don't know if it's on your side or their side, but there's some like, which is why we have like this foundation. Like, we need to establish a solid foundation where we both feel comfortable. Okay, we have searching, pursue, and it says, if adventure will not be fallen, a young lady in her own village, she must seek them abroad. Adventure, you guys. Adventure yet again. Spontaneous energy, mystery. Some of you guys, I feel like you're going to meet someone while you're doing something a little freaking spontaneous. While you're doing something a little funky and fresh, getting out of your comfort zone. I don't want to say travel because obviously the world, right? But seems like we are connecting with somebody, or we're doing something that is out of the ordinary, you guys, okay? All right, and then we have generous, self-sacrificing. And this says she wept for him more than herself. So maybe that's what this anxiety is talking about, you guys. Maybe this has nothing to do with your relationship together. Maybe your partner is going through a lot right now. Maybe he or she is going through issues with the family or with work or with something outside of the relationship, and it's causing you stress and anxiety because you love this person. For me personally, I know if I'm in a relationship with somebody, if something is going on in their life, it affects me because I love them or because I care about them. So that would make sense if this anxiety here is more so talking about you having anxiety for them, because that's what this is saying. It's saying she wept for him more than herself. She's worried about him more than she's worried about herself, right? The next card we have here, you guys, is renewal and adventure. It says a return of passion and play. Community is healing. Laughter, travel, new things can re-spark your love life. You guys are bringing something into your love life that is going to add a fresh spark. Again, we have this spontaneous energy. We have this mystery. I don't know if you guys are interested in getting into like role play. And this is not an 18 plus reading, so I'm not going to go too deep into this. But I'm getting like an energy of us adding things into our intimate life that is going to spice things up, or us just doing things that are a little bit different that is going to add excitement to the relationship. Perhaps, again, possibly travel with your partner. Obviously, if you guys are single, you guys are about to have a lot of fun, okay? You guys may be going out a lot, meeting new people, experiencing different types of people. I feel like there's a lot of good energy here with this group in regards to like new love and new adventures on the horizon. All right, so the last card I have here, you guys, is life is a cycle of changing seasons. Let us welcome each new season and surrender the past with grace. Let us remember that there is nothing, or that nothing is ever lost, for all exist eternally within our heart. Okay. So there's new seasons happening, you guys. There is change. There is like, It all feels positive though, you guys. I gotta be honest. Like, this doesn't feel negative. It feels like there's just a little bit of anxiety around it, right? It just feels like there's a little bit of like, oh, I'm a little nervous, or I'm a little scared to move forward, or I'm scared to move in with you. I'm scared to buy this puppy with you, to buy this house, to buy this car, to get engaged, to have a baby. Like, I'm scared to take these steps forward, but it feels like a new adventure. It feels like we are headed on a new adventure, and that's why we have perhaps a little bit of fear. If you're single, obviously, I do feel like this is a new person. If there is somebody coming into your love life, this is a new person, okay? So they're sparking like spontaneous energy in you. They're sparking some adventurous energy within you. So that's why this like nervousness is coming up for you, which makes complete sense. I'm going to go ahead, you guys, and roll. What the heck is this? I'm going to go ahead and roll some letters for you guys really quick. Group number 2, these are all the letters that popped out for you guys. Go and see if you can find your name, your initials. If there's a person here, their name, their initials, or nicknames, or words that may be significant for you guys. Basically, you guys, what I'm feeling like for your love life, if you're in a relationship, it feels like we are igniting some type of like new chapter where there's a lot of adventure, there's a lot of excitement. We're adding some spice into the recipe, okay? If we are single, I do feel like perhaps you guys are putting yourself more out there, and I feel like you guys are about to have a lot of fun in regards to like dating and meeting new people. You may meet someone who is drawing out the excitement or the adventurous energy within you. And if you are single and you do meet someone, I do feel like they will be like a level up from perhaps people you've been with in the past. No shade towards your exes. Someone who may be a little bit more emotionally mature. So, yeah. That's what I got for you guys, group number 2. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please let me know down below how this has resonated with you. Thank you. I love you. And I'll talk to you guys really, really soon. Okay, bye. Group number 3. Here's what I got to say about you, group number 3. Just based on the tarot, if you ain't into intensity, this is not the reading for you. If you are not that kind of girly or boy, man, this is not the reading for you, okay? Because this is intense. All right. Libra and Cancer. Hello, 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 Libra and Cancer. Scorpio and Virgo. Okay, Scorpio and Virgo. Love you guys. Okay. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, 7th house, Juno. Okay, you guys. Now, the reason why I want you guys to be aware of the intensity of this relationship is because we do have the Devil here. Now, if I'm being 1000, okay, this is one of my favorite cards, you guys. I like intensity. I like intense relationships. That's just me though, okay? So maybe that's not for you, but it is for me. So with the Devil, you guys, this signifies obviously erotic energy, obviously, like it's the freaking devil. This also signifies though being attached to something that may be a little bit negative or maybe a little bit toxic, okay? The Devil has like so many different meanings to it, so that's why it's hard to 100% pinpoint down what the Devil is talking about when you are doing a group reading, because he has so many different like layers to him. Sometimes, again, he can signify just a very intense relationship, a relationship where you feel so connected to this person and it's like we are attached, maybe a little bit codependent, maybe a little bit toxic, or it could just straight up mean like this is toxic. You are stuck to someone who is negative and the Devil, okay? So, yeah. The Devil. This is represented by Capricorn energy. Love you so much, Cap. So, yeah, I don't know if you guys are in a relationship or if you guys are single. If you're single, this makes a little bit more sense. Perhaps you guys are expressing yourself in an erotic manner, which I am all for, okay? So if that's the case, that could be a situation. Maybe you guys are involved with somebody who may be a little bit toxic or maybe a little bit addictive, because the Devil does also represent addictions. If you're in a relationship, same thing. Perhaps you guys feel like you are addicted to the person that you are in a relationship. Perhaps you feel like this relationship is consuming, okay? And for some people, that's not a good thing. For other people, like, different people can handle different levels of intensity, right? I don't think that it's a good match when it's like one person's really intense and the other person's not as intense, but sometimes like that level of intensity is okay when both parties are okay with it. So yeah, this is just a level of intensity, a level of addiction, or being a little bit like addicted to somebody, okay, you guys? For some of you, it could definitely be a more negative situation or a situation that's more heavy and toxic. If that's the case, I want to tell you right now to cut that out, walk away, get out, because you deserve better. So, just depends on your situation. But definitely Capricorn is here. So hello, Capricorn. Love you. We have the Four of Wands, you guys, which signifies stability. It signifies, sometimes it talks about marriage. So some of you watching this could be actually like married, you know, you got a ring, girl, boy. So that's a possibility. It could be that for those of you who are single, perhaps you are entering into a more stable relationship with this person who is more of the devil energy, someone who may be very addictive, someone that you may feel very much like, I'm binded to this person. And again, it just depends on you and your preference of intensity and this other person's preference of intensity. This can be a lot for most people to handle. Some people can handle it, some people can't. But there does feel like there's some type of commitment or there's some type of stability happening within this connection. If you're in a relationship, there is some stability. If you are single, it could be that we are gaining stability in the connection that we have with somebody. It could possibly mean you guys perhaps releasing yourself from an ex or getting over someone completely and then entering into a stage in life where you are stable and good on your own. That's another possibility. Because obviously, like, you don't want to be attached to the devil if the devil is representing something that is negative and weighing you down, which again, oftentimes he does, but sometimes it could just be signifying something that is addictive. Now we have the King of Wands here. Okay. The King of Wands is represented by Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. The King of Wands is talking about somebody who is very charismatic, very charming, very much like the devil, okay? Someone who is, he knows how to finesse. He knows how to get what he wants. He knows how to present himself in a way that is very appealing to people, okay? He can make friends very easily. He can go from group to group to group because he is very flexible in who it is that he presents himself as. Very, very charming. I feel like he's somebody where it's hard to say no to him, especially because the devil is here. So there's a level of passion in this group, you guys, that makes me feel a little bit like, I don't want to say uncomfortable because I'm not uncomfortable with the level of passion that's here, but I'm just a little, I don't even know if concerned is the right word. I'm just a little like, this is a lot, right? Like, this feels like a lot. This feels like how do I say this in a way that's not like inappropriate? I feel like if you're in a relationship or if you're in a situationship, I feel like you and this person have really nice, intimate times together, really passionate, really strong, really explosive times together. It feels like two people who are addicted to each other. It feels like two people who may be a little bit toxic for each other, but we are like, we're in love, okay? Or we think we're in love, or like we don't feel like we can physically not be with each other, right? We don't feel like we are strong enough to stay away from this thing. And I'm getting that with this King of Wands because, again, he is somebody who's very charismatic. I feel like he's able to like charm his way out of situations that he gets himself into. So you may be dealing with somebody, you guys, who's a little bit of like a snake charmer or somebody who's a little bit like too charming for their own good, okay? So, okay, and then we have the Three of Wands, you guys. So we have all wand cards here and then the devil. So again, there's a lot of passion in this group. The wand or the Three of Wands talks about expansion. It talks about broadening our horizon, okay? So perhaps we are opening our minds up to the possibilities with this person. If there's nobody here, you guys, it does feel like someone who is coming in who may be a little bit addictive or maybe a little bit difficult to let go of because of how I don't want to say you guys are super physically attracted to this person, but you may be super attracted to their energy or super attracted to the essence of who they are. And this expansion card, I feel like, is coming in to talk about us broadening our horizon or broadening our minds or the possibilities that we see as possible with this person, okay? So envisioning a future with them, envisioning having babies with them, or having a family with them, or moving in together, or getting married, or whatever. It feels like we are envisioning the future with this person. Okay, we have the divine masculine, you guys. The divine masculine. Again, this person, this group is not for the weak of heart, you guys. This is not for people who are looking for like a relationship where like we're being cute and easy and simple. This relationship has a lot of like, there's a lot of different weavings and patterns going on in this relationship. And it's not that I feel like it's toxic, you guys, because there's nothing here besides the devil that's necessarily making me feel like it's toxic. And again, the devil could just be talking about you guys having a really intense, addictive relationship. But this relationship is definitely like, it feels like a coat of like, I don't want to say nail polish. Why does it feel like a coat of nail polish? It feels like a thick, heavy coat of like Vaseline or like oil or like something thick, like just completely covering my body. That's what this relationship feels like. It feels like a thick, heavy coat of love, lust, infatuation, okay? It feels like something like that. But we have divine masculine energy. You guys watching this may feel like this person is your divine masculine, or you may feel like you are their divine masculine, okay? So masculine energy is here, you guys. This would indicate a relationship or connection, again, that would be very powerful and very intense. We have an open heart. This is receptive, empathy, and vulnerable. We may be opening up our hearts to somebody. We may be in a stage where we feel ready to be vulnerable, to share our heart, to be like, look, I'm freaking falling in love with you. Yeah, okay. Do any of you guys work with Hades? Because that may be a situation here for some of you, because, I don't know, the pomegranates are kind of standing out to me. That could be a situation for some of you. Or maybe somebody with, I don't want to say like darker energy, but it just feels like a little bit of like, it feels like sticky energy here, you guys. It feels like sticky and thick and like a little warm, you know? It feels, I don't know if that's making any sense. Okay. We have the air signs here, okay? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Open-mindedness, objectivity, and learning. Perhaps if you guys are in a relationship, you guys are entering into a stage where you want to open your mind to different possibilities within the relationship. Again, with the 3 of freaking wands here, we are broadening our horizon. We are envisioning something different. So that's a possibility for some of you. I don't want to specify exactly what that is because it could be many different things. Obviously, if you're in a relationship and you've had conversations with your partner about opening or having open-minded conversations with your partner about changing the boundaries of your relationship or trying new things, that's conversations between you and your partner. If you're single, you guys, it could be that you guys are entering into a relationship or you are entering into a phase where you are becoming more open-minded with your love life. Open mind, open heart, okay? So maybe you are changing up what it is that you are interested in or who it is you are interested in, okay, you guys? That could mean many different things, so take that for what you will. Could also just be that Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius may be heavy here. We also have conjunction, okay? This is a union, merging, and coming together. So what do you guys think this is talking about, okay? What do you personally watching this think this is talking about? TikTok, I'll let you think on that. I think this is talking about 2 people coming together. Which, again, with the 4 of Wands, you guys, this talks about a serious commitment. This talks about marriage. This talks about stability. So even though we have this like deep erotic energy, we have this energy of like things being really intense and passionate and low-key addictive, I still feel like there's this energy of us coming together or us not being able to stay away from each other, right? Maybe you guys are starting to blend your lives together. If you are in a relationship, you're starting to blend your life together with your partner. You have within a month, 1 month, okay? That is for a very select few of you. For others of you, peep up top, it literally says patience. It literally says, babe, wait, be patient, okay? So some of you need to be patient in your love life. Give it a, okay? We have player. Now, you guys, before you freak out, this could be somebody who was a player in the past and is now a retired player, okay? This could be somebody where perhaps you meet them when they are in a stage in their life where they're just going out and they're having fun and they're exercising with people, okay? This could be perhaps you guys meeting at like a game or meeting at like a sporting event or something like that. Maybe you guys share a common interest in sports or playing some type of game. But yeah, I mean, a player, we all know what a player is, you guys. A player is someone who's going out there, they're being a little skeet. Okay, they're out here playing. Now, that does not mean that that's how they're going to be with you. Obviously, I have to keep an open mind here, so that's a possibility. So do be aware if you're starting to get the vibe that this person is being a little sketchy. I want you to listen to your intuition, because your intuition, girl, is what? Never wrong. So, or again, they could be a retired player, you guys, which players do retire eventually. Like, people don't always want to be out here on the same page. Okay, so this makes me feel a bit more confident in this situation, specifically for those of you who are single. It could be that you guys are on the same page with what it is that you want. Maybe you don't want a relationship, girl. Maybe you just want to go out and have fun. Perhaps you two are on the same page. If you are wanting a relationship, it is, I feel like, important to voice that and to let the person know early on that you are dating for a relationship and not dating just for fun. So I feel like communication, again, is going to come in handy here. We do have that air sign energy, so communicate what it is that you are wanting if you are single. If you're in a relationship, you and your partner, again, could feel like a very good match. Perhaps like you two cannot stay away from each other because it's like, ooh, we kind of fit too perfectly. So there's that. And then we have this vulnerability concerns. Okay, so I'm not super worried about this because we have this open heart here. So the way I'm seeing this, you guys, it kind of feels for me like this person was a player, or this person was somebody who was not really into committing, someone who maybe had issues with opening up and being vulnerable. And perhaps in meeting you and getting to know you, their heart has opened up to being more vulnerable, to expressing their emotions. And that's why there's this intensity of like, I can't let go of you. Like, I feel so magnetically drawn to you because of the intensity that we have, because I feel safe to be vulnerable with you. I don't want to be a player anymore. We are on the same page together. Like, I want us to join in union. So that's the situation for some of you. For others of you, it could be that one party has an open heart, the other party is more like, ooh, you know? The next card I have here is true friendship. It says, there is nothing I would not do for those who are really my friends. I have no notion of loving people by halves. It is not my nature. Same. Okay, same. When you love someone, you guys, you can't love someone just for their pretty side. You can't love someone just for, you know, the beauty that they have or the good that they have, right? There was this quote, you guys, and it was basically saying that, like, not all, like, bad people are not all bad. Good people are not all good, right? So keep in mind that when you are dating someone, obviously people want to present the best version of themselves to you. Keep in mind, people make mistakes though. So even if somebody is good or somebody presents themselves in a certain manner, that does not mean that's who they are in their totality. So do try to enter into relationships or romantic partnerships with that in mind, of like, nobody is all good, nobody is all bad, and like, just try to keep that in mind. Obviously, if this is a toxic situation where this person is like cheating or not opening up and being vulnerable, obviously I would want you guys to leave that person and to find somebody who does want to commit, find somebody who does feel like they are on the same page with you. But nobody's gonna be perfect, right? So the next one I have here is detours, and it says divine intervention, delays, and detours. Okay, so perhaps we are going on a different path. Perhaps we are, you know, going on a little bit of a detour, going through a separation moment if you are in a relationship, and then perhaps coming back together, maybe realizing that we want to come together, realizing that we want to work on things, getting on the same page with each other. If you are single, this detour could be talking about going accidentally somewhere, or accidentally making plans, or being like, oops, I wasn't planning on being here, and then meeting someone, right? We have forgive. It says forgiveness is forgiveness is a liberating choice. 100%. This is your decision though, you guys. Like, I can't force this on you. Spirit can't force this on you. The cards can't force this on you. You have to choose if you want to forgive or not. If there was any type of like player energy, specifically for those of you who are in a relationship or in a stage of where like you're talking and maybe it feels like a relationship, but it's not 100% a relationship. if there was like anyone who was being sketch, you don't have to forgive them if you don't want to. However, I would encourage you to, not for that person, obviously for you and for your own peace of mind so that you can move forward, whether that's staying with them or walking away. You know, I support you no matter what. All right, so the next card we have here is dwelling on the past and the future keeps me from experiencing the power of the now. I make a conscious choice to be present. I accept love now. I am grateful for your love. This is talking about letting go of the past, you guys. And again, this is really your decision. If you don't want to do this, I'm not going to tell you to do this. If someone has hurt you, if this person has hurt you, you can stay mad as long as you want to stay mad. You can stay hurt for as long as you want to stay hurt. If you don't want to be with them, don't be with them. Leave them. Specifically if they are a player or doing something that's like sketchy and not morally correct. I do think cheating is morally wrong. So if they're doing that, like, feel free to be like, deuces, I deserve better. Find someone who is on the same page with you. If you are single, you guys, I feel like this is really just talking about releasing your experiences that you have had in the past with love and walking into a fresh start, right? So when you meet someone, hold nothing back. Hold nothing from the past and go into it with fresh eyes, with fresh feet, okay? I'm going to go ahead, you guys, and roll some letters for you really quick. Number 3, these are the letters that popped out for you guys. Go and see if you can find your name, your initials, this person's name or initials, nicknames, or words that may be significant for you guys. Group 3, be patient. If somebody is being sketchy, specifically if you're in a relationship and you feel like they are toxic and you feel like they are weighing you down or they are holding you back, I don't care how addictive they are. If they are not serving your highest good, if they are hurting you, I want to encourage you to walk away, babe, okay? If you feel like that's not the case and they're not being sketchy, then I feel like this is great. I feel like this is just really, really intense. So yeah, that's what it feels like. It just feels like really, really intense energy. If we were to take out this player card and this vulnerability concerns, it just feels like really, really intense energy to people who are very much addicted to each other, or like, I was going to say devouring each other. Okay. But yeah, so it's going to be different for all of you watching this. If it's negative, if it's heavy, if it's addictive, but in a way that's toxic, let it go. If it is exempt of this toxic energy, or specifically this player energy, you guys, it just feels like really intense, okay? It feels really intense. I do feel like for a lot of you, you are going to be on the same page with this person. This person feels the same way about you as you feel about them. Yeah. Don't dwell on the past, you guys, okay? If there is a need to forgive, forgive if you want to. If you don't want to, walk away and let it go. But that's what I got for you guys, group number 3. I'm sorry this was a little intense and kind of like here and here and here. But yeah, that's what I got. So thank you guys. I love you guys. And I will talk to you guys really, really soon. Okay, bye. Okay, group 4. So this is a little bit more of an intense reading. If you guys are not looking for an intense reading, specifically for those of you who are in a relationship, this is not the one for you, okay? If you guys are in a mode where you're like in love and happy and everything's great and beautiful, maybe this is not the reading for you. I just want to give that disclaimer. Here's the reading. I'm going to go ahead and start off obviously with the dice. Cancer and Virgo, okay? So me and my bestie, okay? Hello, and my sissy, okay? Hello. Love you, Virgo. Cancer, me. Sagittarius and Cancer. Cancer, you have popped up a lot today. I'm not sure why, but hello, my fellow Cancers. I love you. And I love you too, Sagittarius. You guys are a good time. All right, you guys. We also have Leo energy here because we have strength. Now, obviously, we're talking about a relationship, right? Love predictions for the singles, for the couples. Strength is signifying being emotionally strong. Sometimes it's talking about like conquering the beast, okay, or conquering the beast within. All right, here's the thing. I'm going to just go ahead and talk about the next card because like this is why I'm a little concerned with this, because we have the 5 of Wands, which signifies fighting. It signifies passion sometimes, but look at that. Like they're going at it. They're like, hoorah, rah, we're going to fight. We're going to rustle and tussle. Nobody wants that. And then the strength is here. So it's like, I'm strong enough to handle this fight, right? I can take you on. I got this. I don't know if this is like you and your partner fighting a lot. or you and your partner being in this energy of like we're just constantly at each other's throats. If you're single, maybe you're arguing with your ex, or maybe you are meeting people that are just irritating the crap out of you. Maybe you guys just recently got out of a relationship that was really combative, but like these two cards together I don't love, because it feels like we are being emotionally strong because we're going through a combative moment in our love life, or we're going through a moment where we have to fight, or where we feel like there's tension, right? So I don't love that the most. Not gonna lie, it doesn't feel great. But the next card that we have here, you guys, is the Fool. And this is one of my favorite cards, you guys, because this signifies a new beginning. Okay, this is a new start. This girly said, you know what? I'm gonna leave my apartment. I'm selling all my furniture. I'm bringing this one outfit. Okay, everything is being sold. Me and my butterflies, we are going. Okay, we are ascending. We are going on a new adventure. We're starting new. So, if I was giving this reading to my best friend, this is what I would say. I would say, look, girl, you've been emotionally strong for way too freaking long. Okay, you may be tired. You may be exhausted. You may feel like you're putting up a fight, or you're holding this emotional intensity in, or this emotional strength in, because you're constantly being like, someone's constantly coming at you. You feel like you have to fight emotionally. But there's just combative energy. There's combative energy, and we're needing to be strong because of this combative energy. And I'd be like, look, girly, there is a new start on the horizon, okay? You're about to be like, toodaloo, I'm going to go do me by myself. I don't need this negative energy. I don't need this combative energy. I don't want to fight with you anymore. I'm tired of fighting. I'm tired of feeling like I'm the only one trying, okay? That's what I would say if I was talking to my bestie here. But because this is a general reading, if someone's stressing you out, you guys, in regards to love, okay, goodbye. That's what I want to encourage you guys to do. Now, obviously, this could be talking about the end of a difficult cycle, you guys, because it's like we're being emotionally strong, we're constantly in this conflict, and then we're going into a new beginning. So it could be that the fighting is stopping. That could be possible. Because this is a group reading, I have to try to look at it at all angles, you guys. It's possible the fighting will be stopping, or the combativeness, or the tension in our love life is coming to an end, and we are entering into a stage of more lightheartedness or more airiness, okay? But that's not going to be the case for all of you. So if that's not the case and the fighting does not come to an end, I want you guys to feel inspired to go on this new adventure, or to have this fresh start on your own. All right, then we have the fire signs here. So Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. This is confidence, optimism, passion, and bravery. Bravery could be indicating you guys becoming more independent. If you are in a relationship, that does not mean going through a breakup. That means becoming more independent. It could mean going through a breakup, but being more independent doesn't always, mean a breakup. So keep that in mind. This is also talking about passion, which I do feel like when we start something new, our passion is reignited, right? We have a fire under our booty, and we're like, whoa, 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 we are starting something new. We're excited about it. And perhaps this confidence is coming from dealing with this combative energy, right? So perhaps this combative energy has given us enough confidence to know that we are emotionally strong enough to handle whatever is going to come at us next, right? So there's that. Optimism. We are optimistic about the future as well. So we are optimistic about this new beginning. If you're in a relationship, perhaps you and your partner have decided, like, look, we're going to work on things. We're going to be nicer to each other. We're going to stop arguing. And this could be talking about you feeling more optimistic about moving forward with them. Or perhaps optimistic about being, again, on the new beginning by yourself. Now, we also have opposition. This is imbalance, a point of tension, in a power struggle. Okay, sure. A point of tension, which, taking it back to the Five of Wands, we've already talked about this, you guys. There is some tension in your guys' love life. Even if you're single, I feel like this is like your ex bothering you, or perhaps guys or girls that you've been dating, perhaps just being a little bit combative, or not like having the best experiences while being single, perhaps maybe even being like harassed, or being in situations that have made you feel uncomfortable. There's some type of imbalance, there's some type of point of tension in your guys' love life right now. Sometimes I go like this, you guys, to see if the cards have anything else to say. And I know that's kind of weird, but like sometimes I feel like touching them helps. I feel like some of you guys are sad. If I'm being honest, I feel like some of you guys are sad about your love life. And I don't know if it's because you're single or if it's because you're in a relationship where there's constantly like fighting. But I feel like some of you guys are a little sad. And I feel like that's going to change regardless of if it's like we are getting into a relationship or we're being single. It feels like the sadness is going to change. Okay, so we have no. No. I don't know what this no pertains to. If you guys entered into this reading with a yes or no question on your mind, the answer may very well be no. If you did not enter into this reading with a yes or no question on your mind, I don't necessarily feel like you need to take this. I feel like this is specifically for the people who came into this reading wanting a specific yes or no answer. So we have curious about you. So regardless of if you're in a relationship or if you're single, there could be people who are romantically curious about you at this point in time, or perhaps they are going to become romantically interested in you. This could be a coworker. For some reason, I feel like some of you are getting a new coworker and they may be romantically interested in you. Perhaps if you guys are in school, this could be somebody who you go to school with. This could be perhaps a friend of a friend, like someone who is not necessarily in your friend group, but somebody who knows somebody who's in your friend group being romantically interested in you. But this does feel like not necessarily someone who's coming in, but somebody who may have their eye on you guys, okay? And that could even be talking about you guys being curious about this new beginning and going into this new beginning with, again, fresh eyes and having like curiosity on the mind, curiosity to explore, curiosity to see what is out there. All right. So we have a bluffy, okay? This is pretending, mask, exaggeration. So there could be somebody in the situation, you guys, who is not being 100% authentic or 100% truthful about how it is that they are presenting themselves. This could mean an array of different things, right? So sometimes when you're dating someone new, you put on a mask. We all do this, you guys. You guys, I'm sure, have heard of the analogy of like there's the mask that you have when you are, presenting yourself to the world, the mask you have to your acquaintances, the mask you have for your friends and family, and then the mask that only you see. Everybody has different masks that they wear, you guys. It's human nature, okay? That's how we protect ourselves. That's how our ancestors protected themselves, which is why we do that. So this is not necessarily negative, but it's pretending, mask, and exaggeration. So perhaps somebody is really trying to impress you, specifically for those of you who are single and they're not presenting themselves in the most authentic manner. For those of you who are in a relationship, it is possible that your partner may be putting on a mask to other people. Not necessarily you, but to other people. They may be like, oh, our relationship is fine, or oh, I'm this great person, when maybe behind doors, they're a little bit more like snappy or combative. Chemistry. Okay, so this is talking about having a really intense chemistry with somebody, attraction, spark, and passion. So yeah, this for me just signifies being able to be around someone and have that natural flow of chemistry, being able to have really easy conversation, feeling very that physical attraction, right? So chemistry may be flowing, specifically for those of you who are single. If you're in a relationship, it could be that the chemistry that you guys have is really powerful, which might be why we may be a little bit willing to put up with this point of tension. So yeah, okay. Then we have the return. Okay, this is for very select few of you. Very select few of you. Second chance, opportunity, making amends. This is talking about the return of something. Now, this is not necessarily the return of an ex, although it could be, because this is a group reading. It could be the return of perhaps a different type of energy. Like I was talking about, you guys, it does feel like for a lot of you watching this, there may be a point of tension within this relationship if you are in a relationship, and there could be the return of like starting over, being like, okay, let's start over, let's like be sweet to each other, let's try again, let's put in the effort that we put in the beginning. It could be something like that. Now, for those of you who are single, it could be the return of like catching feelings or like getting butterflies or getting excited to see somebody, right? So it could be the return of some type of like emotion or some type of excitement in regards to love, feeling like something's new, or it could be an ex. And then we have adventure, and it says, none of us want to be in calm waters all of our lives. Okay, girl, I love this because this is saying like, what I'm about to say, you guys, is a little okay. I know I probably shouldn't say this because I know people are going to be irritated, but nobody wants to be in calm waters our whole life, right? This tension may come in, you guys, because every relationship has tension at some point or another. Every relationship has issues. Every relationship has problems. Long-term relationships do not go without problems forever, okay? Not forever. So this is saying like, maybe perhaps this tension is not necessarily like the end all be all. Maybe this tension is not necessarily going to like rock the boat to the point where you guys break up. Nobody wants to be in calm waters forever. So keep that in mind, you guys. If there is tension, if there is like a little bit of friction, that's not necessarily a bad thing. For those of you who are single, this could signify you guys going on an adventure and doing something that may rock your boat a little bit, or like rock your comfort zone, okay? We have dreams here. This says, important dream messages are being given. So pay attention to your dreams, group number 4, your spirit guides, your ancestors, your deities, God, Jesus, whoever you work with, whoever you worship, whoever is your thing. They may be sending you dreams, you guys. Spirit may be sending you dreams. So pay attention to your dreams, okay? If you guys are having lucid dreams specifically, I feel like that may be a good time to go ahead and get extra information on your love life. And then we have destiny, and it says, in divine time. Everything happens in divine time. I feel like this is just kind of like I don't want to say a pacifier, but this feels like everything's going to be okay. Like, it's okay. Everything's fine. Relax. Don't freak out. Like, you're good, right? So there's that. And the next one, or the last one I have, is let go of inhibitions. Be creative and allow your imagination to run wild. Your love life will transform in ways you never thought possible. It's very interesting, you guys. Because we have this Fool card here, which is talking basically about running wild, it's very possible, again, that you guys are going to have a point in your relationship where you're like, we need to spice things up. We need to let go of this tension, and we need to go and have fun with each other. We need to just enjoy being with each other and having fun. So perhaps your relationship is going to be entering into a transformative stage where you guys are lightening things up or making things more exciting again, right? If you guys are single, obviously, this is saying your love life will transform in ways you never thought possible. So I feel like that's really exciting, specifically for the singles, okay? I'm going to go ahead, you guys, and roll some letters for you really quick. Okay, you guys, so these are all the letters. Go ahead and see if you can find your name, your initials, this person's name, this person's initials, nicknames, or words that may be significant for you guys in regards to this reading or in regards to your guys' connection. Okay, group number 4. So here's the thing. There could be a breakup for some of you on the horizon, specifically if you guys can't get past this like 5 of Wands energy. And I don't want to manifest that for you guys. So what I would say is there are major changes taking place in this relationship if you are in a relationship. I do feel like the pressure can only build for so long before it explodes. And then after that explosion, I do feel like there will be this energy of us moving in a fresh, new direction. For some of you, it will be with your partner. For others of you, you may choose for it to be without your partner. For those of you who are single, I feel like, again, there may have been some type of need to feel like strong or a need to feel like emotionally like tough. And I feel like for some of you, your walls are going to be broken down and you guys are going to feel perhaps a little bit more independent and excited and ready to go out and date. It feels like a lot of fun energy, a lot of adventurous energy for those of you who are single. So yeah. That's what I got for you guys, group number 4. Please let me know below if this has resonated. If there is like tension or like conflicts going on in your relationship, I am really sorry. I hope you guys are able to work through it in the way that it's going to be best for you. So yeah, that's what I got. Thank you guys so much. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you really, really soon.